Good, happy Tuesday morning, May 3rd, 2022. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Tuesday morning edition of your morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Let's get started with this morning news update right now on the Riley King Radio Network. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you all enjoy this Tuesday morning news update. Let's get started now. Concord Police, double homicide. Investigation is top priority. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Connect live with our jewelry experts.
Well, Tom and Monica, right here in Concord, the police chief says he's spent 33 years working at the department, and in that time period, he says he's never seen more resources dedicated to a case. But right now, he says he's not answering questions about the investigation itself. Concord Police Chief Bradley Osgood says the investigation into the deaths of Stephen and Wendy Reed is the department's top priority.
This is something that really came out of nowhere. In my 33 years, I can safely say that we are devoting the most resources to this investigation that I've ever seen involved in a criminal investigation.
The Attorney General's office confirms to News 9 plainclothes officers spent the day in the area. As we first reported last week, the FBI is now involved. Chief Osgood says the federal agents bring a different set of skills, but can't comment on strategies. Investigators have been searching a large marshy area near where the bodies were found, something the chief says is not easy. A power sports business says it gave equipment to help. Chief Osgood says he wants anyone concerned in the community to know there are extensive patrols in recreation areas.
The city's trail network is very vast, and it's an enormous area. And I think that, we can ease some community concern by just being highly visible in those areas.
Brenda Perkins has lived in the area for 20 plus years. Her message to her neighbors: stay calm.
It's such a rare occurrence. Concord is such a beautiful community, and this area of Concord, I absolutely love.
The Concord Police Department is continuing to ask anyone who knows anything to reach out. You can call. You see that number right there on your screen. It is 603-225-8600. Live in Concord, Grace Feinerman, WMUR News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire governor declares May Motorcycle Awareness Month. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
State officials are reminding Granite Staters to share the road. Today, Governor Chris Sununu signed a proclamation declaring this Motorcycle Awareness Month. Several state agencies joined him in Concord to discuss a new motorcycle task force. Its goal is to help drivers of all vehicles safely share the roads.
The task force we have in New Hampshire when it comes to motorcycle awareness and safety has been absolutely phenomenal. It really is a collaboration of state, local partners, of nonprofits, national organizations, everyone really coming together to talk about all the different issues.
The task force was started by the state's Motorcycle Rights Organization and the New Hampshire Office of Highway Safety.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Fisher Cats create first Responders Fund. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The Fisher Cats are creating a new First Responders Fund inspired by a Manchester fire captain burned in a deadly fire last year. Captain Steve DeRusso suffered second and third degree burns to more than 40% of his body from the November fire. The Fisher Cats say when they reached out to offer help, it was his idea to create a charity fund instead to help other first responders, especially those with departments that don't have the same resources as a city like Manchester.
It's really commendable and something to say about the type of person that Steve is, to really get us to come up with something like this to help everybody, not just him. We're proud to be able to have this opportunity to be able to continue to give back.
The fundraising will kick off at the Fisher Cats game August 11th.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Search for missing inmate in correction officer intensifies. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
The manhunt for an escaped murder suspect and now an arrest warrant has been issued for the woman, an Alabama corrections officer who disappeared along with that suspect. Authorities say she was supposed to be escorting the suspect from the jail to the courthouse, but what the surveillance shows instead. ABC's Eva Pilgrim from Alabama tonight.
Tonight, a wanted woman. An arrest warrant has now been issued for a corrections officer accused of helping a murder suspect escape from an Alabama jail.
We know she participated. Now, whether she did that willingly or if she was coerced, threatened somehow to participate in this escape, not really sure.
Vicki White now charged with permitting or facilitating escape in the first degree. Friday, she left the Lauderdale County Detention Center with inmate Casey White for a courthouse appearance that authorities now say did not exist. The 56-year-old was a 17-year Corrections Department veteran and current jail supervisor who broke department policy transporting Casey White by herself. Authorities say she also claimed she was going to go to the doctor after court, but they found no evidence she went. Friday also set to be her last day after she submitted retirement papers the day before.
Those of us who work with Vicki White and have worked with her for years, this is not the Vicki White we know by any stretch of the imagination.
The escape sparking a nationwide manhunt for the pair, who are not related. According to the sheriff, surveillance video shows Vicki White's patrol car at 9:49 a.m. Friday, 8 minutes after the two left the jail at an intersection that authorities say was not on the way to the courthouse.
There was not enough time for them to even attempt to try to come to the courthouse and then get out there and be at that red light 8 minutes later.
The two reported missing nearly 6 hours later. Her car showing up abandoned in a nearby shopping center parking lot.
We consider both of them dangerous, and in all probability, both individuals are armed.
38-year-old inmate Casey White, serving time for a violent crime spree in 2015, had been at that jail in 2020 after facing new charges in the fatal stabbing of 58-year-old Connie Ridgway. He was moved after a plan to escape was thwarted, but returned in February because of court appearances. The news comes as this document, obtained by our affiliate WAAY, shows Vicki White just closed on the sale of her home on April 18th, selling it for over $95,000. Her mother says Vicki White called her Friday morning to check on her dog. Pat Davis later learning her daughter had disappeared.
I doubt she's ever even had a speeding ticket. But I mean, she's always been what I'd say a good person. And like I say, this is all a shock.
U.S. Marshals offering two rewards, $5,000 for her, $10,000 for him, and they're really hoping for any tips that will point them in the direction of what car these two could have switched into. Authorities are also still trying to figure out the relationship between the two, now looking at security video of their interactions here at the jail. David?
All right, Eva Pilgrim in Alabama tonight. Thank you, Eva.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for the morning news update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.